Luck is everything. And I know that might be a hard pill to swallow, but let me cook, boys, because I do believe it does encompass everything. Luck is in every single thing in every part of our days. And I'm not trying to rob you from your achievements because I do think there are ways to increase our probability to get lucky. But that given, it's not a guarantee that what you do, you'll be successful or the preferred outcome will happen. And that alone is luck. But I will say, luck is technically just, preparation meets opportunity. You do the thing and then, you keep grinding it out and maybe you get an opportunity where you'll be ready to seize that moment because, God forbid the opportunity comes and you're not ready for it and you just fumble the ball. You know what I mean? So, luck, man. And I know people don't like this. I've tried talking about this subject with people and I know it kind of rubs people wrong, right? Because you don't really want to consider that, it is luck. Like if you do the things, things will happen. But I just think it's increasing your probability. There's tons of people who are extremely talented, who have been doing the grind, who just don't get that opportunity that someone, who's probably less qualified to get the opportunity gets it just because they're in the right place at the right time. They knew the right people or born into the right family that knows the right people. And that's what it all is, man. It's all luck based. I honestly think even just every day, like if you're driving, luck, dude, there's people who've gotten hit by like meteors, bro. Everything's luck. It's luck you're not the prey for some like psycho out there today. I believe that's luck. And I actually think it's actually a more positive way of looking at things when you look at it that way, when instead of just looking at it like, what's everything I can gain? And, if it's not guaranteed, why do it? But, I think the positive spin is, we're fortunate that we just made it another day. If you got food today, you're technically very lucky. You know what I mean? But dude, it's interesting because, and I know it's disheartening for a lot of people that, they have dreams of doing a thing. And, there's certain people, they'll put all they have into their first like splash of doing a thing. Let's say it's a product or an online persona or, trying to gain a following, trying to do YouTube, for example. I've read, there's this Reddit there's this subreddit and it's about like small YouTubers, right? So they're like sharing tips and the amount of times I see people on there who, post about how they spent hours and hours on a video and it just flopped, or they've spent hours and hours on videos for months and they're all flopping. They're like, what's going on? The algorithm hates me. And it's like, bro, honestly, it's kind of just luck, man. It's kind of just luck. You never know. You never know what's going to just hit the spot that's needed in that moment. When it comes to anything, man, it could be like music. There's so many like god tier musicians who just play like bars because, their bands, like, dude, well, one, I'll finish that sentence. Their bands just didn't hit the stride, maybe. And dude, sometimes it's the name, the branding. Sometimes it's just the connections of not meeting the right people or playing in front of the right people. But they're like really good, really talented. And then you get like some goobers who are in a punk band, like your boy, and, just kind of get pretty lucky. And it's like, bro, we don't even know what we're doing. We were just doing it. And that's really the thing at the end of the day, is literally just to do the thing. And honestly, if you love it, that's all that matters. Because if you love it, I feel like that energy just kind of transcends what you're doing anyway. You'll just enjoy your time, which is the most important thing, because you never know when your time's going to end, right? But if you love it, you're not going to necessarily look for the validation of income to make it worth doing, because you already love doing it. So once you get rewarded with that type of stuff, it'll be all the more special. You know what I mean? And dude, man, I guess it's on my mind because I know people who, like, they're striving for like an online success. I can think of a couple of people personally that I know. And it's like, bruh, the only way to do it is just to do it, man. Like, the world isn't waiting for you to post. You got to just like do it. And if you want to do it, you might not even know if you even like doing it, man. You might not even know. And it's like, dude, it's like these people, they spend so much time to, maybe it's a pride thing. They want to be proud of what they're doing, I suppose, maybe. Um, or maybe they're checking all the boxes of what has made someone else successful. So they want to like emulate that in a sense where it's like, bro, I don't even know if you can calculate like some things, right? Like if you have money, you can probably be successful at anything. Like if you have a lot of money and you want to be in a successful like band, you can hire the right producers, you can buy your spots on the right festivals. You can make it seem like you're larger than life, like you're coming out of the woodwork just guns a blazing. So money's a cheat code to bypass luck, I suppose. But then you're pretty lucky if you got, have the expendable income right away. You know what I mean? And a lot of that, it's like, well, I earned it, right? Like I grinded at this job. It was like, yeah, but definitely not taking that away. You did the work, but I feel like it's important to recognize that you were lucky in that moment of, applying, and you seized the opportunity and you got rewarded for it. I don't think that's technically taken away from accomplishment. I think it's just like realizing kind of just how everything works. Like it's just like this chaos going on everywhere in every industry. And it's like, oh, I got chosen, or I was in the right spot at right time, you know? So hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, you can't be like happy that, the opportunity came and you killed it and you know, and it took care of itself. It's taking care of you now. Not saying any of that. I just think at the end of the day, everything is just, it's luck based, man. It's luck based. This person wasn't at the spot at the right time. I was. Even in games, man. Like you can get really good, but it's still lucky that you're going against people who aren't as good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is like some 4D thoughts. Maybe it sounds like I'm on that THC, but I'm not. Even though I have been thinking maybe I need to pick up some of that and chill out. Again, it's been quite a while. Been quite a while. But yeah, man. It's luck, man. It's luck. And the only way to raise your probability with that is literally just keep pushing. Keep doing the thing you're doing. If you're learning coding, which I don't know if that's a good thing to learn right now because AI coding's going pretty hard. It does make mistakes. So maybe reading code will always be good. But in time, who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, like, have you guys ever gotten an opportunity for like a certain job and you knew the right person and you're like, oh, I got an interview here, and then you nail the interview, so you still got it, but the opportunity came. You know what I'm saying, boys? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Luck based matchmaking. That's our existence here. But so the main thing, because I'm still thinking about my buddies who, well, I guess they're friends because they're not dudes, but like they want to go out there, they want to, make a splash with like social media. Because, dude, I honestly think social media is kind of, I mean, I think there's a lot of arguments here and a lot of holes I could go down, but I think it's like affecting so many people's brains, man. Because you see people out there who make, dude, like ungodly amounts of money every month. Like ungodly amounts of money every month. Like this person's annual salary is this person's January. And you're like, oh my God. And he's doing it again February. And guess what? It's going up. Oh, and people realize that, right? That's why everyone's kind of doing a thing or holding them back from doing it from some kind of ego type issue. I would imagine they don't want to fail, but honestly, failing is just not doing it and not accepting that, whatever you make is kind of going to be, it's not going to be like important, it's, as long as it's important to someone, but at the grand scheme of things, it's probably like, does the world actually need it? Probably not. But do you need it, bro? Does it make you happy? That's all that matters. Oh man, dude, I always like think of a topic that's like on my mind, and I'm like, all right, I need to vent about this, and then I realize there's like 8 other heads to this hydra that I need to talk about, I suppose. But yeah, it's literally just raise your probability. That's the main thing. Just raise your probability. If it's online, man, just do it every day. Just do it every single day, bro. Even if you don't need to post every day, make it every day. Do it. Do some steps every single day to raise your probability. The only way to get like jacked is to raise your probability of getting jacked, and that means eating right and working out, bro. Like the formulas are there. It's literally just time in, I guess. Time in with everything. What do you prioritize? And realize whatever you want isn't guaranteed. I guess honestly, saying that, I guess that's why working out is hype, because it is a guaranteed result. If you do eat right and work out, you will get gains. 100% you will. And I guess, I don't know, I guess a lot of things can fall in that in a sense. If you take out the financial aspect of it, if you just want to get good at learning, like, let's say, Unreal Engine, and you want to make a game, well, the only way to make a game is to increase your probability of making a game, and that means learning a software like that, like Unreal, and getting better every single day. And eventually, who knows, man? Eventually, who knows? You get hired by NetEase, and you're working on Marvel Rivals now, bruh. And we're giving you money for these skins, dude. Yeah, so, yeah, it's mainly just doing the thing, getting better. And if you enjoy it, that's all that matters. And then preparation meets opportunity is luck. Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, still lucky, man. Everything's still luck. It's lucky that a plane didn't fall out of the sky and land on you today, And maybe that's just like a crazy way of looking at things, but I do kind of think of that stuff sometimes. Where it's like, bro, there's tragedies that happen every single day, all the time. All the time. Dude, like aneurysms, the fact that exists, your brain can just like, turn off. Dude, it's lucky that didn't happen to any of us yet. You know what I mean? Is this a crazy way of looking at things? I don't know. It kind of makes me thankful in a way and fortunate. And I feel like it's kind of just the harsh truth of things. You can keep doing a thing, and it's not guaranteed that you'll be quote unquote successful or recognized or whatever that you need. Some people need recognition. Some people, we all kind of want financial success, as in freedom to not be a wage slave. So I guess we all kind of want that. The biggest lucky balls, man. I know I've said it a million times, but I just find it so true. And I'm not throwing shade, man. Not throwing shade. I wish I would have spawned in that family you got there, where you just woke up one day and you were just taken care of. Nice house. You had a dog. Got your first car paid for. Got all your cars paid for. You got an easy into a college, let's say. You got an easy into a career path. You got an easy into becoming, even a not so normal career path. It's like, oh yeah, we'll make you a pop star. Dude, there's so many pop stars out here. And I'm sure you guys already know this. And it's honestly the same with bands. A lot of bands that I grew up with, I didn't realize at the time. But a lot of them that were able to tour, it was on their parents' dime. That's why they were able to do all those tours. Like, yeah, there's like some record label stuff, but a lot of times it's, nepotism, bro. It's the best thing in the world. For the people that got it, it's the best thing in the world. You guys are killing it. But, so, and, obviously that's lucky to just spawn into that type of family. And, I'm not trying to say you can't do it yourself. I know I sometimes bring this up, but bro, you look around at these people who are mega successful and you see their origins. There really aren't any like there's successful, but I'm talking like the people who are like crazy, like almost unimaginable amounts of wealth. Most of the time, it's connections, man. And a lot of times those connections are through blood, and that's fine. I'm just pointing it out, man. I didn't make the rules, and it makes sense, right? And I don't even think that's throwing shade because it makes sense. Let's say if I was a billionaire, right? Let's say I was the one who spawned and acquired that wealth. The first people I would help and set up, and I feel like everyone would do this, and I think that's how the world works. You would help your friends and family, and then you would help the friends of your friends and family, and it would just keep going down and down and down, and then they would branch out and do the same, right? So you just create this conglomeration of just helping people that are close. You're going to start with them first, 100%. So I don't think it's necessarily bad. I'm just pointing out because it seems like that's how how it works here, man. How it works here. But yeah. So thanks for listening to me rant, boys. At the end of the day, just increase your probability. You never know, man. Just keep doing your thing. Make sure to chase joy, right? And preparation meets opportunity, bro. It is lucky, but that doesn't take away from the work you put in, man. That just meant, the stars aligned for you. You know what I mean? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Hopefully I got out the message I was meaning to get out. I know I went down a couple different holes there, but if you guys have listened to my other videos, you're probably used to that by now. But anywho, thanks for listening, boys. Make sure to do something for yourself today. Make sure to do something for someone else today. And we got this, bro. Take care.